I met Tunde on a rainy Tuesday morning in front of a bakery in Suralaya. I was rushing to catch a bus to work, holding a paper bag of hot puff-puff, when he offered me his umbrella with a shy smile. He looked decent, well-dressed, neat, and polite. We exchanged numbers casually, and I honestly didn't think much of it. But by evening, he had already sent me a sweet goodnight message. That was how it all began. At first, I was cautious. Lagos men are not to be trusted anyhow. But Tunde was different, or at least, he seemed different. He called me every morning before work, sent me lunch occasionally, and came to see me every weekend. He listened when I spoke, laughed at my dry jokes, and even prayed with me on the phone. Little by little, my walls came down. In a matter of months, we became inseparable. Tunde knew my schedule, my family, even my childhood dreams. He said he was an IT engineer from Osun, working in Lagos for a private firm. He had big dreams of starting his own tech company and buying land in Lekki. I admired that. I also began doing things I never imagined, cooking for him, helping him apply for business grants, even lending him small amounts of money when he claimed his salary was delayed. My friends warned me to slow down, but I believed love required sacrifice. And Tunde made me feel seen in ways no one ever had. One day, he told me he had something serious to discuss. My heart pounded. I thought maybe he was going to propose. Instead, he said, "Baby, I want us to start planning our future. I don't want to waste your time. You're the one I want to marry." I was stunned. From that moment, our conversations shifted. We started talking about marriage, children, and where we would live. He met my mother briefly and promised to come back for a proper introduction. He even suggested December for our traditional wedding. I started looking at fabrics, venues, and photographers. I was fully invested. But as the months passed, little things began to feel off. He became less available during weekends. Sometimes, he'd disappear for 2 or 3 days, claiming he traveled for work or visited a sick relative. When I asked for details, he would get defensive or change the topic. Still, I held on. I made excuses for him. Maybe he's stressed, maybe work is tough, maybe he's just not good at communication. I believed love was about patience. But deep down, I was uneasy. Something wasn't adding up, and I didn't want to admit it to myself. It happened on a quiet Sunday evening. I was scrolling through Facebook when I saw his tagged photo on a mutual friend's page. He was smiling beside a woman in a village setting, both of them wearing matching outfits. The caption read, "Happy anniversary to my sister and her loving husband, Tunde." I froze. My heart dropped. I clicked on the woman's profile. It was public. Her name was wrong. Every other photo confirmed what I feared: wedding pictures, family events, a small boy who looked just like him. They were married. He had a family in the village. I couldn't breathe. I didn't sleep that night. My chest burned. I waited until the next evening when he came to see me. I showed him the pictures quietly. He didn't flinch. "She's my cousin," he said coldly. "Those people always tag nonsense." I looked him in the eyes. "You're lying. I've seen your wedding photos. I know everything now." He stood up and began to shout. He accused me of stalking him, of not trusting him, of believing gossip over him. I just sat there. My tears were silent. I knew he was caught. But he would rather insult me than admit the truth. After that night, I blocked his number. I didn't wait for any more explanations. I packed a few items he left in my house and threw them out. I felt like a fool, used, betrayed, and mocked. The dreams I had, the wedding I imagined, the life I thought we would build, all of it crumbled. My mother held me while I cried like a baby. It hurt so much. I had given this man my heart, my money, my time. And in return, he gave me lies. But I knew I couldn't let this pain define me. I had to start healing. The following weeks were hard. I deleted every picture, removed him from every memory on my phone, and tried to stay busy. I avoided mutual friends and stopped going to places we used to visit together. Slowly, I began to breathe again. I started journaling, praying more intentionally, and even took a short break from work to visit my aunt in Ibadan. Being away helped. I began to laugh again, little by little. It wasn't easy, but every day, I reminded myself that I didn't lose a husband, I dodged a lifetime of lies. That experience taught me what no one ever did, that love is not always enough. The relationship needs truth, honor, and responsibility. Ton was a good pretender, but the truth always finds its way to the surface. Now, I pay more attention to actions than words. I don't rush into anything. And most importantly, I no longer try to help a man into becoming my husband. If a man is truly ready, I won't have to carry the whole relationship on my back. One evening, while attending a book reading at a cafe, I met someone new. His name is Nonso. He listened when I spoke, not because he was trying to impress me, but because he genuinely cared. We are taking things slow, no promises, no pressure. I'm still healing. I won't lie. But I'm stronger now. I know who I am. And I know what I deserve. I shared my story not out of bitterness, but to remind other women, when a man is not honest, leave. You're not losing love, you're reclaiming your peace.